Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm working on a little video trying to get some solo squads action for you guys to see maybe how the kind of things you need to do to be able to take on a squad of 4 people. I'm not really trying to win, it's just nowadays it's pretty hard to win solo squads ever since the shotgun nerf, but more so this is good practice on it. Basically, if you can get really good at taking out squads, then you're going to be slaying when you're playing solo. So let me know what you guys think down below, and here it is. Nothing good there. So we got a shotgun right here. I'm gonna immediately try to get this guy right here. This guy already has 2 shotguns. That's insane. We got another one right above us. That was lucky. That wasn't lucky, but that was kind of lucky. So we're gonna get right out there. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna drink this real quick. One thing about solo squads it's really hard to wrap your head around is sometimes you just gotta get away and not loot. You can't get tunnel vision because it's so easy to get destroyed while you're trying to loot. That was interesting. I took a gamble there. Ever since they fixed peeking like through the windows, it's 50-50 whether they're gonna hit you or not. Unless you can see them through the cracks. Oof. I'm gonna go into trunk. Again, with squads, you gotta be super tactical. Unless you're just a god, you need to not take any chances. Alright, destroyed. That scared me. So this is off to a great start. Cleaned up very nicely. With solo squads, especially on console where you can't build like a god, you really don't want to be caught out in the open by a squad. Especially after the RPG buff, it just makes it way too hard to outbuild a squad. So this is the worst part to be caught by a squad, crossing all of this area right there. It's just basically means instant death unless it's a potato squad. Oh, look at this. So you don't want to hit this guy since he seems to be alone. You know, you gotta use him to help you. But he's not alone, so that's... I don't know what he's thinking. But you can be sure that his teammates will come for him. Hit. That guy was just absolutely melted. So now you really have no choice. You gotta get in there while they're all weak. You don't want them to heal up. So this is where the hard part of solo squads comes in. You have to be confident enough to be able to just rush in. And you also have to be able to understand that it's not always going to work out. Alright, that's one. I want to heal up. up, but I have a feeling they're shooting me down. That sucks. Oh well, though, I took him out. That's all that matters. Oh no, more C4. I gotta get out of here before they blow it up. They're definitely trying to get me. Whoops. No, what am I doing? So this really sucks right now because I have nothing to heal with. I'm at 64 health. At least I managed to take those guys out, you know. There's only 9 people left, so I can just play chill. But again, the objective isn't really to win here. The point of playing this game mode is to get good at solo squads, so unless you want to win, you should just be rushing every team. But since I'm not in the circle yet, I'm gonna get there first. I know there's a guy in there, but I'm too weak to deal with that right now. Pretty much 5 bodies in there that I wasn't able to loot. And then when you have a team like this, all set up real nicely, chances are they're not very good because of the way they're building this giant box, but they do have a very good advantage on you if they do see you. And I only have 110 health. Oh, there's a balloon, so that might end up being what saves me. Also, if you guys will notice, the way I use those jump pads came in extremely clutch. You gotta use everything in your inventory to your advantage. I would probably have been dead if it wasn't for those jump pads. Oh, bro. So now you just rush and hope it works out. Oh wait, they're not in circle, never mind. Either way, I should probably rush, but there's only a minute left. Building up on my own, when you have a whole squad pushing you, it just never works out. Rarely works out. If they know what they're doing. But I don't think these guys really know what they're doing. I think I am gonna push in. Doesn't seem to be anybody there. They're probably all fighting on the other side. Hopefully they don't start coming this way right now. Extremely lucky that he was a potato in. So I have bounce pads, I'm not worried, but there seems to be one more guy, I think, from their squad. GG. So I got very lucky that those guys were, they did seem to be potatoes, but like I said, when they build like this, chances are they're not very good. Chances are, not always though. Sometimes they're just messing around and they're a very good squad. So I hope right now it's not 1 versus 4, that would suck. There's 2 of them though, so yeah, it is going to end up being 1 versus 4. The good thing is they seem to be standing. So you pretty much have to pray you can take one out. Look at this guy. Oh, yes. So it's 3 versus 1 versus 1 and somebody knocks somebody out. Which is great for me. I'm gonna get that John Wick. Oh no, bro, you're so good. Oh no, where did he go? They're trying to break this down. this. Oh dude, I'm missing all my shots right now. I'm gonna end up running out of materials. Yes, all it takes is one down. Oh, GG boys. GG. Extremely tense. I kept missing my shots, and but at the end of the day, I managed to outbuild them. They didn't know how to put the pressure on correctly, and I was able to just outmaneuver them. And when I finally did hit my shots, I took them out. Yo, what's up, my lady? So Tilted is by far, I think, the easiest place to survive in solo squads if you're good, because there's so much cover. Surviving somewhere like Retail, Salty, Pleasant, it's a bit more difficult. It's easier because you tend to get weaker squads, but it's more difficult because you're out in the open. So let's see how we do in Retail. So remember, in solo squads, you want to be hyper aggressive, especially early game where nobody has shields. That's your best time to take people out, especially if you get a pump like this. As soon as I land and get this pump and that SMG, I'm gonna look around me. Okay, there's a guy right under. I'm actually gonna go before I even get that, because it would be dumb to let him open this chest and get a gun. Oh, and get a scar. Perfect. And then, you know, you always have to down people, finish them off if you have the chance. It's just the right thing to do. Unless you're a god, you know, like Crafty and them, they never do that because they don't have to. Is that a blue tag? Yeah. Blue tap plus SMG combo is the best. So there's a guy sneaking up on my right. I pretended not to notice him just in case, but he did shoot back. Oh, what a shot. What a fucking shot. I'll be honest, that was an amazing shot. Not to toot on my own horn or anything, but his teammates can get revived now. That was amazing too. So he's right under me. This obviously is the weakest player in the league, which is why I'm not too scared. But don't ever underestimate them. You don't wanna underestimate them, and then you end up dying to them. That's the most frustrating thing in the world. So there's obviously one more. But man, that sniper shot was amazing. So another thing I want to talk about real quick is the way when I was over here running towards the basketball courts, I saw that guy out of the corner of my eye. I was running here and I saw him. I was running like this and I seen him right there. But I pretended not to. Players tend to wait till they have a very clean shot. I know all these trees are in the way and they're not going to shoot until I get to the middle of the basketball courts. I don't want to build here because the trees will get in the way. They'll not only obstruct your building, they'll obstruct your shooting. And so I wanted to get to the middle of the basketball court before I started building. And I knew that they weren't going to shoot because every good player doesn't shoot until they have a clean shot. So even if they did shoot, chances are they're not going to hit it because there's so many things in the way. If you immediately react, like you know they're there, they'll start shooting immediately. Oh my god, that challenge is so stupid, it's so loud. It scares the shit out of me every time. So that's a tip that I actually do a lot. Like I never really noticed it, but I always, when I look at these guys, whenever I see somebody out of the corner of my eye, I don't react until I know I'm in a good spot. Until I know I'm in a very good spot. Until I can, you know, get a nice area to build and shoot back. Alright, I need more materials. I'm gonna just farm up a bit. They're probably gonna come this way. So I'm just gonna just wait for them to. The solo squad, you can't brute force it ever since they nerfed double. I mean, oh, I messed up, bro. I messed up big time. Oh, trap. That's good. Oh, I messed up. No. Oh, he shot me down, bro. Oh no. Oh, I had no idea she was there. I think my volume is too low right now. I totally screwed that up completely from... I should have kept my eye on them. I let them get the jump on me. I thought... I don't know. I just did so many things wrong there. So with Pleasant, you want to land at the doghouse or the cellar house, you know, somewhere where there's a lot of guns, a lot of chest possibilities. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very... Oh, never mind. So that guy's also trying to solo squad or what? So there's another guy in here. He'll rush me. When he realizes I was drinking the chug jug, the point there was not to drink the chug jug, but to make him think you were drinking it. As soon as you heard that, they get excited thinking, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna score a chug jug. But you definitely want to switch back to your gun as soon as possible. If they're smart, they'll realize that there's no stop and that you're baiting them, but he just got too excited, went straight in. Oh, let's just hope this guy's in. Oh, he went out the back? That's not him. I didn't want to waste all my ammo on this. So I picked up this shotgun to get a little bit more ammo. Oh, that actually wasn't that bad. I'm gonna take this. Those pistols just suck. I hate them. So we know there was more shooting that way. I have enough wood to push, I think. I'm gonna just go for it. But we're gonna go through the houses. I have 9 minis. I have C4. I'm actually very, very comfortable pushing a squad right now. Alright, we gotta get in there. Right, especially right now that they're fighting. We should have already been in there. I messed up. I waited too long. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to push or not. I feel like I keep hearing footsteps. I'm gonna let them get revived. Well, that sucks. Y'all better hurry up. Oh my god, bro. This guy isn't even on their team. He's just being a... So I think players like this, you know, I don't know what he's thinking. One, where did they land that they ended up pushing? You know, these are the team from Haunted Hills. They're not very good players. So dying to a team like this is so frustrating because they're the vulture players that just sit back, try to pick people off. It's part of the game, you know, it sucks, but I guess it's what makes Fortnite so popular is that every team has a chance at winning. You know, I had 7 kills, I destroyed everybody that I came across, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that killed me. And even though they landed at Haunted Hills, out in the middle of nowhere with nobody around them, there's a guy above them that they don't even realize it, I think. Oh well, though, it is what it is, you know. That's just how the game works. Can't let it get to you too much because if you do, the game gets very frustrating. Because this happens a lot in solo squads. You'll, you know, just wipe out a whole squad and then you'll die to something like this. And it's just the worst. Baby. I got lucky that they missed all their shots basically, and I also got, you know, I played it very nicely though. Like I had a lot of finesse in that, but I also just got lucky that they were potatoing their shots. Like I'm doing right now. Okay, that was ridiculous. I thought I heard another one. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm probably gonna try to sneak it up. Never mind, I found him. So that guy was kind of clueless. Okay, so that was obviously the last potato on their squad. But I had no idea what to do. You know, you'll run into teams like that. If you guys watch the Fortnite Friday, you see how some teams just tend to run into the biggest bots. It's so unfair. It is what it is, though. So now we just gotta get into Tilted. That's where all the action's gonna be. Oh crap. No! Get over here! Oh no. Oh my god. How far is it gonna go? Oh my god. Oh, there's a balloon. Alright, later, shotgun car. So balloons in solo squads are a huge help. You get scars, you get shields. So that's a great find. Definitely don't want to get caught down here with the squad. If a squad pinches you out here, it's even worse than in the open because your floors all go into the floor. You need to waste double the materials to protect yourself, and you will run out of mats so quick. That was a waste of a shot. I choked. Oh my god. I'm choking. I don't know what to do. I'm getting shot from so many sides. And I'm getting pushed on from everywhere. Coupled with how weak I am. I think somebody else started shooting. Saved my life right there, bro. So that was a huge waste of mats. I choked so many shots. Alright, so the chug jug's still there. That's good. I'm gonna go get it. But like I said, when solo squad, you gotta survive. I hated that fight because I wasted so many materials. But I knew that if I tried to shoot back for even 1 second, it would have I would have died. There we go, finally. Oh, there's I need to get that SMG. So yeah, like I said, that was a huge fail on my part. I completely choked so many opportunities that I had, and it led to wasting most of my materials. Just horrible. But that's just, you know, you're not gonna hit every shot. Not everybody has shroud aim. Alright, so we got 3. Hopefully they didn't just see me. Wow. So that was, I wasn't expecting that to hit actually, like, at all. Uh-oh. Don't ever do that. The way he was peeking was horrible. So, even though this guy's probably picking up his teammate, I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna build over them instead. Alright, so those materials are gonna come in super clutch. We still got those guys from Tilted probably, unless he died in the storm. Which, yeah, nothing useful. We're just gonna go get right in there. Oh my god, these guys drop C4. I should probably go get it, but nah. Headshot, don't ever stand still like that. What are you thinking? Oh my god, did I just hear footsteps? So there's a guy in here somewhere. It's obviously not part of their team. There's a whole team in there, bro. Oh, they better not shoot me in the back. So I'm not gonna find a snipe. So this guy just fell through his build. So that Red Knight, I'm sure she's up by now. Wait, what? I don't know. I feel like I'm hearing people. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing people. I'm never gonna find them though. Since this is all theirs, I don't want them to edit. Yeah, I want to go over there. I wish I had some bounce pads. I'm just gonna leave these guys in here. They're probably not very good if they're hiding. I'm not gonna get the apples. They're just gonna shoot me while I'm getting them. I'm gonna try to kill these guys off first. Oh man, that guy's... I hope he doesn't cause trouble. I don't want to deal with him right now, but usually when you have a solo player like that, they're just gonna stay to themselves, so you don't have to worry about them shooting you in the back. Usually. But you always gotta be careful, you know, they might... So right here, that's obviously the solo player. I don't want to mess with him. I want to kill these guys first. Oh my god, dude. Come on. Is it that pressure, dude? You see what I'm talking about? This guy, oh, it's so frustrating when you have players like this. He just hit such a lucky headshot on me. And it's like, the right play was to do what I did. To go in and take those guys out. Because I know that the other team was infinitely harder to kill than this guy that's just sitting there in a corner. He's a very weak player. You know, a player like this, you destroy him. And so even though I made the right play, it's so frustrating to die like that when I could have gone over there, destroyed them, and then kept on going to these guys. But I just know it's not the right play to do that. It's like poker. If you ever played poker, you know that sometimes making the right play is going to end with you losing. But it's just, you know, it's called a cooler. And it happens. You know, you might play the game perfectly, but just because you're 70% to win doesn't mean you're going to win every time. So even though it's so frustrating to die like that, and I was just mowing those other guys down with that SMG, it's like, I know I made the right call. And that's what's important. When you're watching videos like this, you need to take from my video that you need to always be making the correct calls, the logical calls that are gonna get you more wins. Going after this guy first, and then going after those guys would have been bad, because the time I took to kill this guy, they would have finished off that other guy and healed up. Like right now, they're already all healed up and ready to fight again. And so you don't want that. You want to get in there while they're all fighting, because they're all going to be weak and distracted. And so it sucks that I died to this guy, but it's not the right play to go after him. Even though I saw him and I knew he was there, it was a lucky shot, you know? I was running and he hit it just bam. I'm sure, you know, he's probably a good sniper, but it's still a way too lucky of a shot to, you know, get to a pedal rip. But there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed. This is a tutorial on how to take on squads. Some gameplay, some solo squads where I think I did very good against some of these players. And let me know what you think down below, if you enjoyed or not, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.